I guess before I do that, Ms. Carey, do you have any redirect based on Mr. Hartel's questions?
No.
All right, Mr. Johnson.
Officer, how long you been on the force?
Just over 2.5 years.
Any law enforcement experience before Westbrook County?
No,
So you have 2 years of law enforcement experience, correct?
2.5.
2.5? So you're on duty this day and you indicate at around 11 p.m., you get a silent observer tip.
Objection, that was not his testimony.
When did you get the silent observer tip?
11:50.
11:51. Did you put anywhere in your police report that you received a silent observer tip?
I did not.
Did you print out this silent observer tip
When?
at any point prior to
Yes.
today? Do you have it with you?
I do.
Okay, can I see it?
It is on the table.
This tip, it does not say who made this tip, correct?
Correct.
So you would agree with me that this is a unanimous tip? That's unanimous tip. Did the tip indicate how they know that there was suspected narcotics activity going on at this Wright's Custom Body Shop?
It is not.
Does the tip say whether or not they personally observed any narcotics activity occurring at this Wright's Customs Body Shop?
It is not.
Likewise, does the tip say that they purchased any narcotics from this Wright's Customs Body Shop?
It is not.
Okay. After you receive this tip at 11:51, do you actually go to Wright's Body Shop?
We were headed in that direction.
Okay. Did you ever make it there?
We did not.
Okay. Did the tip indicate any cars or traffic that was at Wright's Body Shop?
It did not.
So when you came across the vehicle that you wound up stopping, you had no information that that vehicle had been at Wright's Body Shop, correct?
That's correct.
Did the tip give any names of the individuals that were supposedly selling narcotics at Wright's Body Shop?
It did not.
Did you call TNT or whatever the Michigan State Police Narcotics Task Force is around here and pass on that tip?
I did not.
Have you ever responded to Wright's Body Shop and personally observed narcotics activity?
I have not.
Have you ever responded to Wright's Body Shop and executed a search warrant regarding narcotics activity?
I have not.
Have you ever pulled over anybody within the past 6 months and that person had narcotics and they told you they got narcotics from Wright's Body Shop?
I have not.
You pull this car over and I think you said it indicated that you ran it in the file check and it came back electronic verification of insurance, no. Correct?
Correct.
Do you know whether or not insurance companies are required to provide electronic verification of insurance to the Secretary of State?
I do not.
Have you ever pulled over a car based upon an electronic verification of insurance and the car was actually validly insured?
I have.
You agree with me that, as you said, when you pulled this car over, you had no reason to believe the car had been at Wright's Body Shop?
Other than there was no cars on the road and they were coming from the same road.
Well, I'm not, I'll take a seat, I'm not from here. Okay. How long does that road travel?
I can tell you the distance and how long that road is.
How many miles is it?
I couldn't tell you how many miles it is.
Does it leave the city of Cadillac?
It does.
Does it leave the county of Westford?
No.
Okay, so there's great distance in which I could be on that road and be going in the opposite direction of Wright's Body Shop.
I wouldn't call it a great distance.
There's some distance,
It's probably less than a few miles.
okay, less than a few miles. Would you, is it a back road or
It's a city street.
the traffic lights?
No, it has no traffic
It
lights.
has no traffic lights, okay. So now you pull this car over And now the car is pulled over approximately 10, 15 minutes after you receive this tip.
Yes,
The driver of the car gives you a driver's license.
correct,
You're waiting for the insurance, correct?
correct,
You ask the driver to step out of the vehicle. Correct?
correct.
Why?
There was 3 people in the vehicle, and I wanted to talk to him one-on-one instead of 3 people being standing there while I was talking to him.
Why did you want to talk to him one-on-one about whether or not the car had insurance? Were you worried that they were going to collude their statements about whether or not the car had insurance?
No,
Why do you have to step up the vehicle?
because it's within my purview to ask him to step out of the vehicle.
A lot of things are in your purview, but if it was a car full of
Asked and answered.
elderly, well, I'm moving on to a different question.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was a car full of elderly women, would you have asked the driver to step out?
That's not this scenario.
What I'm asking.
It would depend on the exact circumstances of the scenario.
Isn't it true you wanted the driver to step out of the vehicle because he has to open the door, and that allows you to make plain view observations into the driver's side area of the vehicle?
No,
You have him then walk to the back of your, well, where do you have him go, the driver?
the front of my patrol vehicle.
In front of your patrol vehicle. And you talk to him?
Correct,
He tells you that he's taking his friend to Traverse City.
after he told me a different story, correct?
Did you look into the floorboard, the seat, the cup holder area as the driver got out of the car?
I'm sure I did.
You didn't see any narcotics paraphernalia, did you?
I did not.
You have the front seat passenger get out of the car?
Correct,
Why did you have her get out of the car?
for the same reasons.
And you haven't started writing any tickets yet, correct?
I have not. My partner's conducting a file check on both the front seat and rear seat passengers.
Why is your partner conducting file checks on the front seat and rear seat passengers?
They provided their IDs.
Have they been suspected of committing any civil infractions?
No,
Have they been suspected of committing any criminal activity?
no,
So why are you running them?
because they provided their IDs.
Well, they didn't volunteer, you asked them,
We
correct?
asked them, correct.
All right. Why did you ask them for their IDs if they had not done anything wrong?
That's what I do for every traffic stop.
When you asked the passenger out of the vehicle, did you look at the floorboard, the seat, and the area in her immediate reach?
I'm sure I did.
Did you observe any narcotics paraphernalia?
No,
She tells you they're taking the guy in the backseat to Traverse City.
Objection, that wasn't testified to.
I'm asking. It's a leading question. but
Oh, well, the question.
She tells you that they're taking the guy in the backseat to Traverse City.
eventually, yes.
Then you have the guy in the backseat get out of the car as well.
Correct,
I assume you have him get out for the same reasons.
correct.
You have not started writing this traffic ticket at all.
I have not.
When he gets out of the vehicle, you make observations, the floorboard, the seat, the area within his immediate reach.
Correct.
You don't see any narcotics paraphernalia.
I do not.
None of these individuals appear to be high or under the influence to you.
No,
He eventually tells you he's going home to Traverse City.
correct.
You then put him back in the car and ask the driver to step back out to re-interview him.
I believe he was out the whole time.
He was out the whole time.
Yes,
He denies you permission to search his vehicle.
correct.
At this point, you have not even begun writing this traffic citation.
I have not.
How long have we been on the side of the road now?
I couldn't tell you an exact time. I couldn't give you a ballpark.
15 minutes, or you can't even ballpark?
No,
After the driver denies consent to search, you radio in for drug dog,
correct,
and then you go to write the ticket.
correct,
You tell me it takes you 10 minutes to write a ticket.
correct.
Now, the ticket's gotten large, bigger since the last time I got one. It's one small sheet, right?
That's correct.
You write the name, address, city, state, and zip code, right?
Yep.
You check what misdemeanor or civil infraction, right?
Correct.
You write no proof of insurance, correct?
Correct.
You sign it and put the date.
That's not everything you do, but yes.
It's 5 lines. Right?
No,
How many lines is it?
I don't have a citation from me. I can tell you.
I love my car, but I guess it's not from this jurisdiction. It's smaller than the page, right? That takes you 10 minutes.
Correct.
And when the entire 10 minutes you're waiting, you still don't see any further gestures or anything from any of the individuals in the car.
No, I was filling out the citation.
And how long does it take for the narcotics dog to get there?
Less than 10 minutes.
No further questions, John.
Ms. Carey?
Did the tip that you received talk about the people involved? Did it state?
It said there was 2 males and one of the male's girlfriends.
And what, and how many people, and what was their makeup in the vehicle you stopped?
There was 2 males and 1 female being the girlfriend of the driver.
And when you asked initially Mr. Pruitt to step out of the vehicle, what side of the vehicle were you on
I had walked over to the driver's side as he was getting out of the vehicle.
as he was getting out? Okay. And so Mr. Johnson asked you that Ms. Gauss told you they were headed to Travers, is that right?
She eventually said that, yes.
Did she say, did she indicate how long she had known these people?
She did. She said that she had just met, well, she had been with her boyfriend for several weeks. And she said that she had just met Mr. Couples for that first time that night.
And when you asked Mr. Couples how long he had known her, what did he say?
He said years.
And when you asked Mr. Pruitt how long he had known her, what did he say?
He said several months.
Thank you. And how much traffic was on Leeson Avenue that night?
None.
And then from Leeson Avenue, where did the defendant's vehicle travel to?
It traveled on 13th Street and then turned onto 37th Road from 13th Street.
And from the time you initially saw the car until you pulled it over, how much traffic was there that night? And you indicated Mr. Johnson was trying to wonder why it took you 10 minutes straight to get, what else goes into writing a ticket besides just physically writing it?
I have to put in all the vehicle information, the VIN, the year, the color, registered owner, his phone number, his email address,
Where do you have to put that in?
into our computer system.
You do that while sitting in your vehicle?
Correct.
So it's not just getting out a pad and writing a ticket?
Correct.
Thank you.
Mr. Johnson, any recross?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not from here. Those streets that you said the car was traveling on,
Yes,
is that on the way to Traverse City?
in a roundabout way, yes. Not direct from where they were coming from, the state of Cadillac. So
No further question.
Ms. Carey?
Nothing further of this witness.
Mr. Hartel?
Just to confirm, sir, because some of this additional information does get me thinking a bit. You mentioned that the tip had mentioned 2 males and a female, correct?
correct.
If I recall correctly, you mentioned when the vehicle was going down the road, the only thing you noticed after you followed it for a bit was the insurance issue with the plate for the stop.
That's correct.
Could you see exactly how many passengers were in the vehicle, other details about the gender and stuff before you pulled them over?
I don't recall seeing that. But we'll move it.
Okay. All right, those were the only questions I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Ms. Carey?
Deputy Ramirez, did the vehicle have insurance?
It did not.
Nothing further.
Mr. Hartel?
But just to confirm, you you didn't search the vehicle and all those spots looking for the proof of the no insurance, and the questions weren't in the quest for the proof of the no insurance, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you.
Ms. Carey?
At some point, Deputy Ramirez, did you speak with Mr. Pruitt about the insurance?
I did.
Have a conversation with him?
That's correct.
What was that conversation?
He told me that he had insurance on the vehicle. He said he had a proof of it. His proof was expired for several months at this point in time.
That's the proof that was someone in the car gave to you.
Correct.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Mr. Hartel?
But at that point, you didn't immediately write the ticket and cease everything else other than just writing that ticket, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Carey?
No.
Mr. Johnson?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Deputy, I have a couple of questions for you. How much time did this entire stop take
From
from begin to end?
when we lodged him at jail.
From when you pull the car over and you leave the scene to transport to jail, how long does that take?
I don't recall how long exactly this is.
Would your report indicate that?
I'm not sure if it has the time that we were cleared from it.
Do you know what time you were cleared from the jail?
I do not.
Any objection to him reviewing his report for that information to refresh his memory if it's in there?
Not for me, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Ms. Carey, go ahead and just look at it and see if it's in there.
It doesn't indicate what time.
Does not indicate.
It does not.
All right. And then we've discussed the female passenger, and I think I know who that is, but can you ID that person? Remember her name?
I don't remember that.
Would that
Melissa
begin-
Gotts. I don't remember her middle name.
In your testimony, I wrote down that you believe some sort of criminal activity was going on.
That's correct. Your Honor.
What did you think was going on?
I suspected they were in possession of illegal narcotics.
Why did you suspect that?
Just their stories not matching in combination with the P3 tip and
P3 silent observer.
yes, Your Honor. And the Mr. Couples' anger or confrontationalness is common in my experience, from someone who is committing some sort of crime, trying to make me as the officer back off and kind of let them go without doing any further enforcement.
Do you encounter anger in other types of investigations?
Sure.
While you were, and I think I heard you answer this, but I'm going to ask it again. While you were questioning all three passengers, what was your partner doing?
He was conducting a file check on the reviewing the files
And where was he doing that at?
from our view.
You know when that file check ended?
I do not.
Had it ended by the time you called Sergeant Hicks?
Say,
You have one computer in your car?
we do.
So had it ended before you were writing the citation?
Yes.
Ms. Carey, does that raise any additional questions?
Um, uh, No, it doesn't. You did question all three. I'm sorry, it does. You did question all three occupants prior to contacting Sergeant Hicks.
I did.
And were those conversations, do you know roughly how long they were with each occupant?
Several minutes, if that, maybe a couple minutes.
Several minutes times 3. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Hartel?
Just checking one thing briefly, if that's all right. Officer, I know you just said a moment ago that you talked to all 3 individuals, correct?
Correct.
But you'd already decided to start asking questions about drugs and things of that nature before you even started the questioning. Is that correct? Based on what you're telling us about the anonymous tip, things of that nature?
I didn't ask questions about drugs until after I had spoken with all 3 of them already.
But that was the reason that you were out on that road in general. That was one of the reasons you were motivated to take them out of the vehicle and talk to them individually. Isn't that what you were describing to us throughout these proceedings here today?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think you've answered all of the questions that I want, but again, there might be more from Mr. Johnson. Or Ms. Carey.
Mr. Johnson?
Nothing, young.
Ms. Carey?
Nothing.
Deputy, can you, I apologize, I didn't ask this earlier, when you were talking about what was found in, I can't remember if it was the backpack or if it was the banker's bag, you mentioned baggies. Is that correct?
Yeah, there was a single extra baggie in the backpack.
Okay,
Just one additional bag.
so the 209.32 grams of meth, was that one baggie or one
Yes,
bag?
that was in one bag.
The 17.75 grams of heroin combined with fentanyl or heroin / fentanyl, was that in one bag?
That was in a single bag, correct?
After you finished with this case, did you go back to inspect anything or investigate anything at Wright's?
No.
What made you follow this vehicle? Were you the one driving?
I was not. My partner was.
Your partner was. Did you have any conversation about that vehicle before you decided to follow it?
We talked about the vehicle coming off Gleason from where we had gotten the P3 tip. He asked if we should check it out, and I said we should.
At that time, when did you learn it didn't have insurance, or at least came back
When we
with
were
no
falling
insurance?
behind it,
Do you remember where though? Roughly
after it had turned on to 37 road.
after it turned on to 37? And did you encounter it before or after it left Leeson Avenue?
We saw it leave Gleason Avenue on 13.
So headed towards 37, it would have taken a left-hand turn on Leeson or on 13th Street.
Yes,
Gone about a mile and a half roughly to 37.
somewhere around there.
Had it made the corner onto 37?
When we had gotten the return,
Yes.
it may have, I can't say for sure, Your Honor, exactly when the return came back and I read it.
And then you said the stop happened near 34 Road and 37,
Yes,
which would be about a mile,
give or take, yes.
a mile after turning on to
Yes.
37. How long did it take the K9 to run the car? If you know.
I would say about 5 minutes, Your Honor.
I think that's all I've got. Ms. Carey, does that raise any issues or questions? Mr. Hartel,
No, it is not.
Mr. Johnson?
No, Your Honor.
All right, may this witness be excused?
Yes.
You may step down. Your next witness, Ms. Carey. Sergeant, if you want to come up here to the stand. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. You may put your hand down. Whenever you're ready, Ms. Carey.
Sir, could you please state your full name for the record?
Zachary Hicks, Zachery, last name Hicks, Hicks.
What is your occupation?
I'm a sergeant with the Cadillac Police Department.
Specialties?
I'm a canine handler.
And were you working on the morning of September 1st?
I was,
You recall assisting the Wexford County Sheriff's Department that morning?
I did.
Where at?
I believe it was around 37 Road and 34 Road in Wexford County.
And why were you called there to assist?
I was called to assist by Deputy Ramirez with the canine.
And do you recall what time of day you received that call to assist?
My report reflects around 18 minutes after midnight.
And do you recall, where were you when you received that call?
At the Cadillac Police Department.
So you had to drive from downtown Cadillac basically out to 34 and 37.
Correct.
Do you know how long that took you roughly?
I'd say 10 minutes or less.
What's your canine's name?
Attila,
What type of training does your canine have?
she's a dual purpose narcotic canine. So she's trained to detect narcotics,
Specific ones?
specifically meth, cocaine, crack cocaine, and ecstasy or MDMA.
And describe how she's trained. Does she hold any certificates?
She does. So our initial training was cumulative. It was over a month long in northern Michigan, Canine and Claire. And that was back in May of 2023. And every year we go back and about the same time in May and recertify.
Was she recertified then in 2024?
She was.
And she was recertified in 2025?
Yeah.
Sergeant, can I get you to speak up too?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as people's exhibit number 2. Could you identify that for the court?
So that is my recertification for myself and Attila, and that was dated May 29th, 2025.
So besides this yearly certification, are there other trainings or testing that she has to do?
So generally we do 16 hours a month of maintenance training.
And so generally, have you been doing that this year?
Yes.
Have you done it every month since May?
Yes,
I would ask, and to be clear, this is a copy of the certificate, correct?
correct.
I would ask for admission of people's exhibit 2.
Mr. Hartel,
I don't have any problem with being a copy, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson?
No
Well,
objection.
do you have an objection to it being admitted, Mr. Hartel?
No objection.
All right, Peoples 2 is received.
You were, how is Attila trained to, what does she do if she indicates for narcotics? How does she let you know?
So there's a change of behavior, and normally it's something like a change in pattern. So if we're walking around a car one direction, she'll have a quick change of direction. She'll show interest in an area by like intense sniffing, closed mouth breathing, sniffing at the nose, not panting, interested in certain areas. And most of the time there's a trained final response at the end of that.
You were called to the scene. Why were you called there?
I was called to do a pre-air sniff around the vehicle at the Wexford County stop.
And so upon arrival, what did you do?
I had them bring the people out of the vehicle, and then I conducted that sniff around the vehicle.
Do you recall what type of vehicle it was?
That was a passenger car,
Okay. Big, small,
just a regular sedan.
okay. And tell me what you did, what's entailed in doing an open air sniff with Attila?
So I walk her around the vehicle on leash. And be directed to sniff the vehicle from the outside.
And did she do that in this case?
Yeah.
And what was the result of you walking her around the vehicle?
So I had a couple of those behavior changes that I mentioned earlier, had those present as well as final indications, multiple final indications on the passenger side of the vehicle specifically.
And when she indicated, roughly how long do you think, if you know, did the open air sniff take?
Roughly, I would say less than 5 minutes, like that we were walking around it, is what you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. After Attila indicated to you there were, what were those indications for, by the way, from Attila? What did you read those as or take those as?
The odor of narcotics was present.
Okay, and based on those indications, what did you do next?
I notified Deputy Ramirez that there was an indication.
Okay. And then what was your next involvement?
When Deputy Ramirez was searching the vehicle, I assisted him.
And where did you search first?
The first spot I searched was in the back seat area.
What did you find, if anything?
So there was a bag or backpack on the back seat area. So I searched that. I found a little bag, a clear baggie with white crystal-like substance.
What does that mean to you?
To me, based on my training and experience, I suspected that was methamphetamine.
Had you ever seen methamphetamine before?
Yeah.
Have you had cases involving methamphetamine before?
Yeah.
How many?
More than I can count, but I would say more than 10 at least
Okay. And how long have you been in law enforcement?
since 2018.
When you found what you suspected to be methamphetamine, what did you do next?
I alerted Deputy Ramirez and he took over searching that bag for me.
And what did you do?
I kept searching in other areas of the vehicle.
Did you find anything else?
Under the front driver's seat, like kind of where the front driver would have his feet, and then just a glass pipe tucked into the carpet. Move that and it had some residue on it.
And then what did you do?
I notified Deputy Ramirez of that as well.
Okay. Did you search any other areas?
I did. Later, I searched part of the trunk. I found it was like a stocking cap that said Flint on it. And in that stocking cap, I found another glass pipe with residue on it, as well as some copper colored, like a scouring pad, metal, kind of like steel wool consistency.
Why is that significant to you?
It's based on my training experience. It's been used as like a filter from smoking narcotics with meth.
Did you find any other items in the trunk?
I did. I found some documents with Daryl Pruitt's name on it. Also, in the very back of the trunk, I found some documents with like Julie House's name on it.
Why is that significant? You know that name?
I believe the name was mentioned in prior contacts with Daryl as somebody that he knew.
Okay. Do you assist in any other way?
I believe I found in the center console, the front passenger compartment, like between the driver and the front passenger, I found a credit card with Daryl Pruitt's name on it.
Okay. Did you assist in documenting the evidence?
Yes, I was asked to take photographs as Deputy Ramirez's camera died.
Okay. And did you take photographs?
I did.
have quite a few photographs. I can mark them each or as one.
Let's just mark the packet, and then if you want to just number the pages on it.